and what we're doing on a corporate social responsibility stage. So if you look at our business itself, we have to look at the entire life cycle to see what impact our product has. Right from raw material through the manufacture of the product, the use and maintenance, and then to the end of life. Next, please. This is the system that we operate in. And if you look at the impact of this, next, please, you'll see in terms of greenhouse gas, a lot of the impact is outside of our factory walls. So we need to take that into account when we're considering the impact of our product. An awful lot is in the extraction of the raw materials. Manufacturing the product itself is only 10%, and then the rest comes the end of life and the transportation. Knowing all this, it gives us a formula for looking at how we reduce the impact of our product. So that's eliminate the raw material extraction where we can, have factories that operate on zero waste and renewable energy, make longer lasting durable products which are easily maintained with no use of toxic cleaning materials, and then take the stewardship of that product into account at the end of its life and put it back into new product. We distilled this down to 5 areas of focus for our manufacturing plant. Use less energy, use less materials, make the product last longer, turn backing into backing, this is backing of the carpet tile, and finally turn the fibre into fibre. Carpet tile is already a sustainable choice in terms of using less energy. If we look at broadloom carpet made with dyed nylon, then the energy impact of making that is about 10 times the energy impact of a solution dyed nylon carpet tile. And we're in both businesses. We have a business in California that makes broadloom carpet, so we know both sides of the story here. Interface Floor has been reducing the energy usage for around 14 years, and the total energy use of globally is now down 44% per unit of production. At Chonburi, where we first reported in 1999, the total energy use is down around 17.6%. And you can see here how our energy use is tracked with volume. Back please. The energy use per unit has come down steadily. It is globally on a par with other organizations, other factories. We had a slight leveling off in 2006, but the explanation for this is that we actually doubled the footprint of our factory in that year. We had a lead project to double the size of the factory, build a factory extension, and make that a low energy project. And by doing that, we didn't double our energy use, and you can see that by 2009, with other projects in place, we're actually bringing that energy use down. It's important to know exactly where your energy is going and what it's being used in. So this is just a map of where our main energy uses are in our process. And it points us to increasing our throughputs and higher yields and using less grid electricity by increasing efficiencies as the main ways to go, with our pre-coat and our tile line as being the main areas of focus. I won't go into a lot of detail on this given the time that we have, but these are just a selection of some of the projects that we've done. They really concentrate on the process and reducing the operating conditions to use less energy. In terms of using less materials, as I mentioned, solution dyed nylon is much more much less material intensive than a solution dyed nylon product, and so we gain 10% reduction by doing that. And then more recently we've introduced a line of products that have really pushed technology forward, and we've reduced the nylon in those by 43% further. That's just, again, volume tracking of the amount of materials, and again, a list of the reduction projects that have gone into that. What's interesting here is while we're reducing the amount of materials, we are not impacting the product's performance. That's so that we can make the product last. All interface products are tested to a 15-year warranty, and we think that's important. Final area is turning fibre into fibre and backing into backing. There's quite a few slides on here, so we'll just skip forward. For turning backing into backing, we're taking the PVC crumb, the PVC from the back of a carpet tile, grinding that up, and we can actually make a new backing out of that. Here in Thailand, we're using crumb from post-consumer carpet tile in Japan. Tokyo is the largest used carpet tile mine in the world because it has a very big market for carpet tile. And we're able to get around 40% post-consumer recycled content into our glass back product. If we move on. A new exciting area for us is to get post-consumer content into nylon. Nylon 6 and nylon 6/6, you can put a lot of post-industrial content in, but it's very difficult to get post-consumer content. So we're working with two of our main suppliers, Aquafil and Universal Fibers, Aquafil in Italy, Universal Fibers in the US, and they're developing process to get around 15% post-consumer nylon from carpet tile into our products. So we come to a conclusion that to be sustainable we must move away from oil, and we're doing an awful lot to try and close the loop and use recycled products back in to our products. So that's about halfway through my presentation. I'll leave it there. If we just skip to the very last. Okay, for anybody that wants to get more information on what our company is doing and the vision of Ray Anderson, there is a book that's available, maybe not yet in Asia or in Thailand, but it will be coming this way very shortly. And there's various websites that you can check out. Thank you very much.